Let go of any sense of guilt or shame. November 18, 2014. The oneness of all that exists is the truth that all must come to an awareness of, and that truth, small t, because at the moment it tends to be a scientific kind of awareness, a logical awareness uncovered by intellectual effort, and not yet a knowing that comes from your hearts, although that knowing is always available to you because it resides eternally within you, is beginning to flow into the collective awareness. It is as though a glacier had started to melt, and as it does so its contents spread out everywhere, soaking all in its path. And, of course, you are all in its path. Awareness is flowing and growing all across the world. It cannot remain unknown any longer, it can only be denied. Nearly all of you, due to the suffering and betrayal that you have experienced over the eons, suffering and betrayal that has been far too painful to acknowledge and remember, have issues to address that you have been in denial about for a very long time. And for many of you those issues are making their presence very intensely felt right now. You burst into tears suddenly, and often for no reason that you can identify. Let the tears flow. It is a necessary and very effective form of release. Do not expend time and energy, intellectual energy, attempting to uncover the situations or issues that may be the cause, because mostly they are from previous lives, and all that you need to do is let the emotions flow while you watch them, accept them, and then offer love and compassion to yourselves. Nothing else is necessary. Seeking and identifying causes is a distraction that can seriously mislead you, and might lead you into judgment and resentment, which are at best very unhelpful, and at worst may even be damaging for you. As we keep telling you, the answer to every issue or problem is love, and love includes compassion, forgiveness, and acceptance. What apparently happened to cause you pain and suffering did not really happen. You are seemingly ensnared in a reality of betrayal and distrust, an unreal system of beliefs, and in the concomitant suffering that results from those beliefs. Dwelling on the injustices that you have experienced, or that loved ones or other innocents have undergone only provides energy to maintain the illusion. Your aim is to dissolve it, and love is doing that through you when you choose to be loving. Remember, there is only now. Past and future are figments of the illusion that seem very real because you are very powerful beings and you built a very convincing illusion. Now is the time, the moment to allow it to dissolve. To be momentarily humorous, try loving it to death. Love will dissolve it and bring you all to awakening, your human destiny. Yes, we keep on focusing on love. And you know why. It is all that exists. You are all caught up in it, embraced by it, enfolded within it. It is unavoidable, although it can be denied or ignored. Now is the perfect moment to re-engage with it so that you can find your way lovingly home. You can delay as long as you choose, and to be unloving is to choose to delay. In the illusion, where punishment is often an unacknowledged or hidden threat, delaying tactics seem to make sense. In reality, to delay makes no sense at all. There is only joy, joy in every moment, unending joy. And to experience that state is your inevitable destiny. You are all, everyone who has ever experienced human existence or whoever will, the infinitely loved children of God, and nothing that you have done or can conceive of doing will alter that. God's love for you is eternal and unchanging. There is nothing that you can do to change that, either to persuade Him to love you more or to convince Him to love you less. You are all His perfect children, infinitely lovable and infinitely loved, always. Knowing this, as at the depths of your being you do, why continue to delay your inevitable awakening? I would suggest to you that it is because, like the children of humans in the illusion who have committed some transgression from the parental rules, you are afraid to wake up in the morning and face the music, parental anger or shaming. You hope by delaying that whatever it is you have done that is inexcusable will have been forgotten, or better still will not have been noticed, and so you will be able to sling away with your pride intact. However, the sense of guilt remains and continues to haunt you, often well into adulthood, and even into old age. You seriously need to remind yourselves that God, your ever-loving Father is, Himself, love. Love is eternally unconditional, eternally accepting. It never judges, it never condemns, it never shames, and it never punishes. It loves and loves and loves, and you are the objects of its love. Let go of any sense of guilt or shame to which you may be holding on as you try to be a better person. You are being a better person just by being aware of and investing in the desire and intent to be loving, always. What has happened is past, over. If there is some way of rectifying a past error that you believe you committed, and the thought of it still upsets you, then by all means make amends. But often it is not possible. Forgive yourself in the knowledge that you learned a very important lesson, and that you will be far less likely to commit that or a similar transgression again. Your life purpose within the illusion is to awaken. That is all. To do that you have to forgive and accept yourselves, and you do that by acknowledging what you know is true, namely that there is nothing that you have done or can do that will ever change your relationship with God. That your sense of shame and worthlessness is part of the illusion. Yes, you have been playing some rather unpleasant games, manipulation of others, abuse, murder, betrayal, genocide, but those games are unreal. Stop playing them and be loving at all times and in every situation. Then love will fill your hearts, because by ceasing to play those games you have invited it in, and as it enters you will realize that you are most firmly established on your path to awakening into your fully conscious state at one with God. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com